Who wants to be the next Italian wine ambassador? Join an exclusive network of 400 Italian wine ambassadors across 48 countries. Vinitaly International Academy is coming to Chicago on October 19th to 21st, and to Almaty, Kazakhstan from November 16th to 18th. Don't miss out. Register now at vinitaly.com.
For all the super wine geeks out there, we have a special new series dedicated to you. We are reading excerpts from our new edition of Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0. Wine lovers, tune in for your weekly fix only on Italian Wine Podcast. If you want to own a copy of this new must-read Italian wine textbook, just go to Amazon.com or visit us at mamajumboshrimp.com.
Tazzelenghie. Red. Description. The name Tazzelenghie derives from Tazzelenghie, which in local dialect means cuts the tongue, a reference to this variety's amazingly high acidity levels and not shy tannin concentrations that literally cut the tongue. Associated regions and DOPs. Friuli Venezia Giulia. It is at risk of disappearing. Today, it is grown mainly in the countryside around Butrio, Manzano, and Cividale near Udine. The monovarietal wines are allowed in the DOC Colli Orientali del Friuli Tazzelenghie. Otherwise, the wine is included in some Friuli Venezia Giulia IGT blends. And the vineyard, medium-sized bunches with medium to large berries. It is a very vigorous and late-ripening variety. Average disease resistance, and dependable productivity. In the glass, Tazzelenghie yields a very elegant red wine that ages extremely well. Its deep purple hue with intense aromas of violets and fresh blackberries, with more blackberry and blackcurrant on the palate and delicate hints of roses, underbrush, and tar. As it ages, it smooths out and picks up complexity. Terrano. Red. Description. Terrano is also called Cagnina, Terran, Refosco del Carso, or Refosco d'Istria. The name Terrano refers to the wine's very dark color, reminiscent of tar, Tea in German. Associated regions and DOPs. Friuli Venezia Giulia, Emilia-Romagna, typical of the Carso region around Trieste, the most famous Carso area, and around Gorizia, the DOC is called Carso Terrano. The variety grows in Emilia-Romagna in the Forlì and Ravenna provinces, Lambrusco, Piccol Ros. The wine is the DOC Romagna Cagnina. In the vineyard, large-sized bunches and berries, vigorous and with abundant and regular productivity, good disease resistance. In the glass, purple ruby with expressive violet, blackberry, and blackcurrant aromas and flavors with almost painful acidity and strong minerality. Cagnina di Romagna is a light-bodied sweet wine with fragrant and delicately sweet red berry aromas and flavors. Tintilia. Red. Description. Some experts believed it was brought to Molise from Spain. The name Tintilia or Tintilia could easily derive from the Spanish tinto, meaning red. In Italian, calling something tinto means that it's colored. Associated regions and DOPs. Molise. Long used as a blending grape, it is now possible to taste pure Tintilia in wines of the DOC Tintilia del Molise, created only in 1998. And the vineyard. Medium-sized bunches with small berries. Though rustic and hardy, it yields very few grapes per bunch. In the glass. Pleasantly spicy and floral on the nose, it is full-bodied with flavors of ripe red fruit, leather and tobacco, mineral notes of flint and tar, and a pleasant saline bend, with very good acidity and noble tannins. Tintore di Tramonti. Red. Description. The words Tintore and Tramonti tell you all you need to know. Tintore indicates yet another Tintore grape, thus called because its juice is very intensely colored, and Tramonti is the name of the must-see little town on the beautiful Amalfi coast. Associated regions and DOPs. Campania. It is a rare variety. It is grown mainly in the beautiful countryside around Tramonti, less in the Valle dell'Irno near Salerno. The DOC Costa d'Amalfi Rosso subzone Tramonti, and to a lesser degree subzones Ravello and Furore, are the wines most likely to contain small percentages of this variety. In the vineyard, it is very vigorous, high-yielding, and rustic, but sensitive to botrytis bunch rot and berry shatter. In the glass, besides a deep hue, the wines exude lovely ripe red cherry and almost jammy, spicy aromas and flavors, but with very high levels of acidity. As the grapes are often slightly air-dried, the tannins are usually remarkably smooth. Torbato. White. Description. Also known as Turbat, Razzola, Trobadu, and Viti Siberica in the past. Associated regions and DOPs. Sardinia. It is grown especially in the countryside around Alghero in northwestern Sardinia. The DOC is Alghero Torbato. There is a sparkling version as well. In the vineyard, medium-sized bunches and berries, average vigor, good but irregular productivity. It is a difficult variety to work with because it is a late ripener and it is sensitive to diseases like oidium. In the glass, light and fresh with very delicate aromas of yellow plums and pear and hints of thyme and pistachio nuts. Turca, red. Associated regions and DOPs. Veneto, Trentino. It is a rare variety grown only in Veneto and Trentino, mainly around the hamlet of Arsie, west of Feltre, near Belluno, and in the Valsugana. Turca may be found in IGT blends such as delle Venezie, Veneto, and Vigneti delle Dolomiti. In the vineyard, small-sized bunches with medium berries, good vigor, good and regular productivity, good disease resistance. In the glass, fresh, not very complex, but very pleasant. Vinous aromas enriched with balsamic and mineral notes. Ucelut, white. Associated regions and DOPs. Friuli Venezia Giulia. It is found only in the province of Pordenone, close to Friuli Venezia Giulia's western border with Veneto. There is no DOC, and so the only wines available are generic Vino da Tavola or IGT, such as delle Venezie and Venezia Giulia. In the vineyard, medium-large compact bunches, large berries with thick skins. In the glass, a good Ucelut made from late-harvested grapes is a wonderful dessert wine that is not overly sweet and not too full-bodied, characterized by aromas and flavors of ripe citrus, pineapple, and sweet almonds. While sweet almonds, acacia honey, ripe mango, and dried apricot are common in the wines made by air-drying the grapes. Uva del Tundé, red. Associated regions and DOPs. Emilia-Romagna. It is an extremely rare variety grown in the countryside around Ravenna. There is no DOC, and it can be used in IGT blends such as Emilia, Forlì, Ravenna, and Rubicone. In the vineyard, medium-sized bunches with medium-small round berries, high vigor and productivity. In the glass, deep ruby purple, complex aromas of red berries, strawberry, raspberry, and hints of underbrush with juicy, fruity flavors and smooth tannins on the mid-weight finish.
Listen to the Italian Wine Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spotify, Himalaya FM, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and rate the show. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinePodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. Until next time, cin cin.